A lot of people have been asking me about my opinions about the Gangnam Style music video. Some people say, oh, because you live in Gangnam, maybe you have a better opinion. I have a lot of opinions about it, particularly about whether or not it's a game changer for the K-pop industry, but I'll get into that later. This, as you can see behind me, is Gangnam. It's closer to Gangnam Station, which isn't like all of Gangnam. It's one of the first places people think of when you say Gangnam, but Gangnam's kind of a big district, and the music video is about the district. He goes to all different places in it. When I first heard it, I thought, oh, this reminds me a lot of Right Now, his previous music video from his 5th album. I liked Right Now a bit. I particularly liked the music video. In fact, I was kind of inspired by it when I was gonna film the Subway song, because he kind of captures scenes of mundane life, and I kind of wanted to do that myself. When I first saw the Gangnam Style music video, I thought, well, if Right Now is kind of an 8 in terms of intensity, Gangnam Style takes it to 11. That was kind of the same thing, but just he's gotten better at what he does. In fact, most Koreans reacted the same way. They thought, okay, it's Psy being Psy, and this is amusing. He's progressing in his current trend or what he's good at. What I find kind of interesting is that all the international coverage about this wants to talk about the lyrics and the satire in the lyrics, the mocking of Gangnam culture, high-class culture. Thing is, actually, no one really cares about the lyrics. That's not to say they're bad or inconsequential, but they're not the main focal point of the song, especially not the video when you see that. But that's okay, that's kind of the nature of satire. Psy has always done satire. His first, maybe even the second album, I believe, were censored. They were not allowed to be publicly broadcast on Korea radio, Korean TV. He's always been very popular in Korea, whereas K-pop is not particularly popular in Korea. Like, everybody knows it, but people don't really actively like it. But if you ask Koreans, you know, who are some of your favorite artists and musicians, they will often say Psy. So I was thinking for a while, you know, why doesn't Korea promote Psy as one of the faces of K-pop? Why is it all these, you know, manufactured girl groups and boy bands? The best part is it wasn't kind of a manufactured process of how he got to the stage. He just produced a video that he put a lot of effort into, and it went big, and now he's kind of the most popular Korea superstar. And one of the best things about that, which I've also been saying, is that in interviews and stuff, he's not really acknowledged as the face of K-pop. They just ask him about him. He only represents himself. He's not representing all of K-pop. There are no other K-pop acts really like him. And I'm saying, like, K-pop needs individual personality with individual creativity, with a unique persona and a unique vibe, unique feel, something unique to express. And Psy represents all of that. Like I said, Psy is the only one who's like Psy. But on the other hand, Korea loves copying things that are already popular. I know this very well, okay? And you can look at the K-pop industry, you can follow songs, like a new song comes out and you're like, oh, that took something from that song, another one. It's all kind of cannibalistic in a way. So I don't doubt that some company, something might try to emulate his style, his form of popularity, what worked for him. If it just means they're gonna be like Psy, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna be good. If it means they're gonna express their own individualistic vision, that could be very, very good for the Korean music industry. Because to be honest, boy bands and girl groups can't really grow anymore. They've almost kind of reached their full potential, which wasn't much to begin with. It's possible that this could be a one-time phenomenon and it's not repeated and everything else kind of follows the same course, and Psy enjoys his own personal popularity, but it doesn't bleed over to the rest of the Korean music industry. That's possible. I don't think anyone's gonna see this video and gonna be like, now what I want to watch is girl groups dancing in brightly lit rooms in the middle of nowhere. A lot of my videos take place in Gangnam because I live in Gangnam, I work in Gangnam, I've been here for most of the time, I've been in Korea, and it's not like it's represented in the videos. Yes, there is a lot of superficial stuff, but that's Seoul in general. Yes, wealthy people live here, but again, that's also Seoul in general. In fact, the old money lives uptown. It's a popular video, whatever. Gangnam's a real place. This is it. You know, no one's going around like, oh, I'm so proud to live in Gangnam. Like, we were proud before or not proud of it, and we're still the same. It doesn't affect daily life here. To be honest, like, criticizing rich, superficial people is an easy target. I'm not saying that it's not worth criticizing those types of people in a music video. In fact, if he was really serious about that message, he wasn't really doing it any favors by having so much fun in the video and making Gangnam seem like such a fun place to be. I think this marks a potentially exciting time for the Korean music industry. I really do wonder what's going to happen next, if it's going to open the doors for more creativity and more individuals who have their own identity, or if it means that the big companies are going to try to copy that style, or if nothing's going to happen. I don't know, but I'm pretty curious because I'm very interested in the Korean music industry and I want to see it grow, but I want to see it grow outward, not just upward in terms of money and attention. I want to see more creativity and I want to see more stuff like Gangnam Style, but not exactly like Gangnam Style.